feel like those guys are ready for this challenge this week?
Yeah, I mean, they've grown a ton. I mean, the Texas A&M game, we had some busts, you know, and then we had some fluky plays where we're in, I mean, kind of hard to be in better position, but tip balls, a couple of crazy situations. But, you know, we didn't know much about Texas A&M. That's one of the hardest games that we will play. We literally knew very little about them. And then preparing for them, as you go back, we studied Wake Forest, Florida State, and Notre Dame. You know, I mean, their tape was worthless to watch. So it's just, there's a lot of unknowns in the game. And then you're coming off spending a lot of camp and first game triple option. Because, you know, you're just trying to win the game you're playing. So we definitely have grown a ton since that point. Then we came back and we played 2 more triple option teams. But we did well with the schemes that we had to compete against, and then you jump into the Syracuse game, and I thought we got better, and then you come back against Wake Forest and probably played our best game. You know, just structurally and positioning, being where we're supposed to be, those type of things, we've made good strides. But to be quite honest with you, we really haven't seen anything like we're going to see this weekend from just a schematic standpoint, how they build everything off the play action, the RPOs, the pistol play action, you know, everything downhill, trying to really manipulate the defense, you know, backside slant throws. I mean, they really do a good job in attacking you. And then the ball's going down the field. This guy's putting the ball up. There's going to be a lot of competitive plays in this ball game. And so we've got to win those plays, you know. So excited about it. But these guys have improved a ton. We've developed some depth there. And, you know, getting Trayvon back is huge for us, obviously. Didn't have to play him in the Wake Forest game, so he's basically had, you know, 3 weeks, I guess, to really kind of get back to full strength. And then the development of Denzel and Nolan and Mark and you know, Kyler and Mario, they're just different game 7 than they were game 1 and 2.
Coach, what's Tavian's status with his shoulder?
He's a lot better. He's back in practice and expect him to be ready to roll.
With Cornell, do you have an update on him?
Yeah, he's actually back and ready to go. He got his situation resolved, but we're talking about maybe trying to redshirt him. That's something that we've kind of had some discussions with, and we might see how that goes. You know, and see if we can get a year back on Cornell.
Coach, with Trevor's ability to get the ball out so quickly, do you think that's made your screen pass game more effective and kind of forced defenses to respect it more?
Oh yeah, no question. I mean, he's just a gifted thrower, and I mean the ball gets from point A to point B in a hurry. So name of the game is speed, and we got guys that can run, guys that can make plays in space, and you know, his ability to, first of all, process it, but secondly, to get the ball there quickly and accurately definitely helps us in that area.
Through the first 6 games, the offense has played really well, second, third, and fourth quarter, but the first quarter, slow starts most every game. Is there anything that you can attribute that to, or is it just different circumstances? Is there any one reason, or is it just variety of?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and really process that. I mean, like, I don't think we started slow in the Furman game. I don't think. I'm trying to think. Did we start slow in the Texas A&M game? I thought we kind of came out and moved the ball pretty good, but I can't remember. And then Georgia Tech game, we didn't have the ball. You know, we lost the toss. Or maybe we won the toss. No, they won the toss. I can't remember. But all I know is they had the ball for, like, ever. Maybe 8 minutes, 9 minutes, that opening drive. It was a long time. So that's part of that one. And then the Syracuse game, I think we fumbled the second play. We fumbled. We've had some miscues early, So, or we had a missed signal and going the wrong way, and we get a fumbled exchange, like, I don't know, maybe play 2 or something like that. I mean, it was early, but we just got we just didn't get in rhythm early. And then we go up to Wake Forest, and I mean, we've got a little screen called, and I mean, it's exactly what we thought, and E.T. just got anxious and, took his eyes off the ball. He's probably going to run for 15 yards or so, and then you get behind the chains, and just some missed opportunities, and but I mean, they not go. That's why you play 4 quarters. They're not going. I mean, I've been a part of games where we got off to a fast start and then we stunk the finish. So we just want to win the game. I mean, we want to go out and score every possession. There's for sure, no doubt we want to score every time we get the ball, but sometimes early parts of the game you're trying to get some information, you're trying to learn some things and settle into a game, and we've just had a few miscues here or there, but at the end of the day, I think we're one of the best offenses in the country. We're running the ball really well, we're throwing the ball really well, and statistically everything points to that. We've just got to be a little more efficient in certain areas, whether it's a penalty or execution, whatever it may be. But our job is to give these guys a chance to be successful, and we're going to continue to do everything we can to make that happen.
There's a lot of talk in the media this week about the 10th anniversary of your hiring. Did you take any kind of extended time at all this week, either by yourself or with your family, and kind of soak it all in and think, wow, what a crazy, fun ride this has been? Yeah,
I did. Well, it was really not as much this weekend as it was last week. Had an opportunity to kind of visit with a few people that wanted to talk about it. It was, I guess, a story. And so that was it was neat to reminisce on that. And I was actually in Ohio for a funeral this weekend in a little town called Milan, Ohio. Got a lot of looks from some Buckeye people up there. So I did ride an unbelievable roller coaster on my 10th anniversary. I don't even know what the name of it was. It was at Cedar Point, and it was freezing. And if anybody likes roller coasters, you got to go ride this roller coaster. I still can't believe I rode it. It was crazy. But I don't know the name of it, but it's like you get on this thing, and it's like a long runway.
Top Thrill Dragster?
Maybe that's it.
Top Thrill Dragster.
You know what it is? And
420 feet.
then it goes up into a loop. Yeah, so it's the fastest. So, yeah. Have you rode it?
Or
you just saw it on YouTube? All right, well, let me tell you.
I just love roller coasters and various other things.
Well, I rode it, and it was freezing, and because this little town we were at, which is kind of like Pendleton, it was only like 10 miles or something from the Cedar Point. So we go, me and the boys, we go, and so we get on this thing, and it's a little 2-seater, and it's literally like you're on a drag, like, red, yellow, green, go, and you're going like from 0 to 120 miles an hour, and it is a long, like forever. And then all of a sudden you're straight up, and you're like on a rocket going to the sky, and then you're straight down, and it just goes straight up. How high did you say it went?
Like 400 something feet.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Second highest.
Unbelievable. So that's what I did on my anniversary. So I was just thinking about surviving that roller coaster ride on Saturday. I wasn't spending much time thinking about all the other stuff, but it was fun.
Have you taken a different approach to this team when it comes to rest? I know you said in the fall you took a weekend off, and it seemed like the first time you'd ever had a weekend off during the fall, and of course with the bye week. How do you approach that differently with this group?
Yeah, well, that was just more a result of they changed the rules on us, as far as the way that the number of practices that you could do. And so it went from 29 to 25 or whatever. So I just kind of tweaked our camp schedule a little bit. We went I think we went like 18 practices straight, and then I gave them that weekend off, and then we came back and finished up that last week before we started school. So it was good for us to kind of have that little break, and then we had we had like 8 weeks. 7.5 or 8 weeks straight before we got the open date. But we didn't do anything different. I mean, it's kind of, we really believe in what we do as far as how we practice and then how we manage the open date. So we came in and we worked Monday through Thursday, and Tuesday was no football, was a community service day. And then we gave them all Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's what we do every year and always have.
You mentioned the efficiency, the desire for efficiency on offense. Is the third down, is that the
Yep.
biggest thing y'all needed to address?
Definitely. Yeah, we've, and some of it is a, you know, we've, like I said, been incredibly explosive. But some of it has been certain situations in some games that's affected us some, where we just have kind of run the clock a little bit, so there's a few of them you can throw out that would probably help us a little bit. But we've not been as good on third down as we were really good last year on third down. We were incredibly efficient. We just weren't very explosive. So, you know, it's definitely an area that second half of the season we need to improve in, and I think we will. I think just kind of growing into who we are has been a part of it too, and some missed opportunities, some penalties, some things like that have you know, it doesn't take a lot. I mean, all of a sudden now you're inefficient instead of efficient. So it's definitely an area we got to improve in.
Earlier this year, you told us about how you wanted to manage the snaps of the defensive line a little better to keep them fresher for later in the year. So far this year, are you seeing any results there?
Oh yeah. There's no doubt about that. I thought we had one game. I guess it was the Syracuse game. I thought they got a little tired. We didn't probably do as good a job in that game. But, yeah, I mean, we've been able to really develop our guys. I mean, we've played a lot of guys inside, and I think we knew we'd do that at D-tackle. That's really, you know, been a huge thing for us. I mean, Niles Pinckney has performed well for us. Huggins has been great.